Hi guys, hope you're well. So out and about on the campaign trail this week, bumped into Ben Habib, who is the co-deputy leader of Reform. And what I love about all the Reform guys is that they're so approachable and happy to answer any questions. They're not standoffish, they'll argue their point, they'll give their opinion, and they're happy to engage with any members of the public. So here we go, let's listen to Ben Habib.
Thank you much indeed for coming. Good to see you again. Yeah, good to see you again.
Britain has lost its identity.
Yeah, it has, and we need to reclaim our identity. I completely agree with you.
Don't vote for yourself, you vote for your kids. You do it for your kids. So when your kids are older and this country is hitting rock bottom, even worse,
Hold
and
yourself responsible.
And they say, Dad, what did you do? I said, the least you can say now is, I put my cross in the box.
Yeah.
And it give him something to think about.
Yeah, well done. I'd really rather not be in politics. I'm only in politics because I fear for the country. I'm not going to take my MP salary if I get elected. I'm going to give it to charities.
Will Reform be our answer? I don't know. But we need to give them a chance. We can't keep on with this two-party system.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about today?
I'm feeling 100% top of the pops.
So for people who might be voting Labour as a protest vote, what are they going to get if the Labour government gets in? Because it's rather frightening.
What they will get is more of the immigration they had under the Tories, more of the taxation that they had under the Tories, more state intervention. Basically, it'll be what they've had for the last 14 years, but much, much worse. The point is that the Conservative Party and the Labour Party roughly have the same ideology. And if you want change, we've got to get rid of both parties. Actually, both parties need to be taken out of the Commons. The only party which offers a 180-degree change in direction, the only party which genuinely puts the United Kingdom at the top of its list in its priorities and British citizens come first, is Reform UK. No other party does it.
How are we going to get the sort of 25% of people who don't normally vote out to vote? Because they would make such a massive difference, wouldn't they?
You're absolutely right. This election is an election of none of the above. And the electorate are pissed off, frankly. I hope that's all right on your YouTube channel. Yeah, the electorate's pissed off. They don't want to vote for anything, none of the above. And what we've got to do is convince them that actually we are genuinely different to everything that they've experienced and are being offered at the moment. And, you know, if they want this country to be safe, frankly, we are facing an existential threat in this country. If they want to save this country, they've got to come out and vote for Reform.
Absolutely. How do you feel that the press and the media in general have treated Reform?
Well, some better than others. Ofcom, by its own rules, it's prejudiced against Reform UK. So Ofcom, in order to determine what sort of shake a political party gets on the airwaves, Ofcom looks at its results in the last two elections. Well, we didn't stand in the last two general elections, so there's no mechanism by which Ofcom will give us any hearing.
And what's been the impact of Nigel Farage coming in? So it's been very good, isn't it?
It's been huge. I mean, we were polling 5% in October 2023.
Yes.
I got 13% in the by-election here in February. We got 17.5% in Blackpool South. So we were on the march. But Nigel coming in has given the campaign an extra bit of pizzazz. He's livened up the general election. It's gone from being, you know, boring Starmer versus useless Rishi into actually being an interesting election as a result of Nigel. And I think one of the great things about Nigel is he will appeal to the Labour voter, the typical Labour voter, and be able to connect with that Brexiteer, small C Conservative, proud, patriotic Labour voter who recognises the Labour Party not to be their representative, and so hopefully we'll connect with them and get votes out for Reform UK from that voter base.
Only a couple more questions. What was your impression of Rishi's leaving early at the D-Day celebrations?
Well, it was pretty stupid, wasn't it? I mean, it's a critically important event, probably the last one at which those veterans will be present. He'd already made one of his signature policies, the reintroduction of national service, but he couldn't even pay proper tribute to those who've served. You know, he's at sixes and sevens with himself, and that's the problem with Rishi. He's a technocrat, and he doesn't really have a political ideology. He just thinks everything can be solved using a Venn diagram, a compass, and a logarithmic ruler, and it can't be.
No. Final thing, so why should the people here come out and vote for you and Reform on general election day?
Because we offer the opportunity to save the United Kingdom. We are facing an existential threat at multiple levels. Our economy is torn to bits by 14 years of Tory government. Our culture is being ripped apart. Our public services are completely broken. All of this is a disaster for the UK. Constitutionally, we've put a border down the Irish Sea, separating Great Britain from Northern Ireland. That's how corrupted our political class has become. They won't even look after 1.9 million Brits across the Irish Sea. All of that presents an existential threat. The only way to save the UK is to vote for Reform UK.
Fantastic. Well, we wish you the very best of luck and have a good day today. It's amazing. You seem to have a lot of support here. I saw the Conservative candidate just down the road there with nobody around him, and you've got a massive amount of people coming out to support you today. So best of luck.
Well, I might go and find him.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you.